Mike Radich here, and I'm now joined on the phone by World Series of Bantamweight Alexis Vila. Alexis, how are you?
Hi, fine.
Alexis, you got a fight coming up October 26th at World Series of Fighting 6. How's training been going for the fight?
Yeah, training is going great. I'm in good shape, so I'm ready for the fight. Give it a good show.
You're fighting out of American Top Team West Kendall. Just curious, is that your gym? Do you own that gym?
Yeah, I fight American Top Team West Kendall and Coconut Creek. No, because I've been training over there in Coconut Creek.
Is that normal for you? Do you like to go back and forth between the two, or is it just because you have a fight coming up, you like to get different looks with those guys?
No, I like to focus more when I have fight. I want to focus over there a little more, not be worried about the gym, and I have other people take care of the gym.
So when you're preparing for a fight, do you not teach class at your gym, or do you still do both? Do you still do the training and the teaching?
Oh, some of the time I do it both. I teach a little bit of class, but not too much.
Now, you started this gym, American Top Team Kendall. Is this a solo venture? Like, did you put up your own money for this gym, or do you have investors that help you out?
No, I put my own money.
Really? Just curious, why did you decide that now was the right time to start your own gym?
No, this is what I like to do. I like to teach another wrestling, and I like to teach it.
How long have you been in business?
Oh, I've been a long time since I was in Michigan State. I have my own wrestling club over there.
But specifically to American Top Team West Kendall, how long has that gym been open?
Before he was American Top Team Kendall, but I changed this October. I changed a little bit the name, and now I own the gym.
I see. Now, Alexis, I'm just curious, World Series of Fighting, I mean, you've been fighting for CFA at flyweight. I'm just curious, how did this fight with World Series of Fighting all come together? When exactly did they start talking to you about potentially fighting for them?
Actually, they talking about the fight in 135 since I was prepared for my other fight in flyweight. But I said, you know what, I don't want to negotiate, I don't want to talk about it. I need to cut away, I need to make it 125. I think that it's not the right time. I pick it. If after this, I'm going to move to 135, go to World Series. So I wait for the right moment. After I finish the fight, I contact World Series. I'm ready to get 135.
I'm just curious why 135, because you've been doing well at your natural weight class of flyweight of 125 pounds. Why go back up to bantamweight? Because last time you had a run at bantamweight, it didn't end that well. You lost 2 fights the last time you fought at bantamweight.
But I think when I lost my 2 fights, I was in the injury.
Right.
In my shoulder injury, so I'm in the final. I can even throw my right hand.
Right.
And the other fight either. So I get my shoe, everything. Now I'm ready. It's past 1 year. I think that I go to do it well in 135. I strong and I have a lot of confidence in my wrestling.
What's your weight right now?
My weight is like a 142.
Just curious, now that you don't have to make a big weight cut, you're not going 20 pounds down or 15 in your case because you're at 141 or 16. What exactly do you eat? Do you change your diet up, or do you still keep the same diet, you just don't cut?
I eat normal. I eat normal. I like rice and black bean and chuleta and everything. I eat keto food all the time.
Alexis, I'm just curious, why have you decided to sign with World Series of Fighting and fight as a bantamweight? Because a lot of people thought that you were going to fight for CFA, and then when you got enough wins, you were going to try to make it into the UFC as a flyweight. So I'm just curious, why have you decided to go up to bantamweight, and why did you decide to go with World Series of Fighting when a lot of people thought that you were just going to stay fighting with CFA and then hopefully make it to the UFC? Why did you decide to sign?
I think to be on World Series forever until I retire. So if they make it, if they ask me to later on put 125, they wanted I cut it to 125, I do it. If not, I stay there. I think I can be champion in any weight class. This is my goal. This is what I'm going to do.
How many fights on your contract with World Series of Fighting?
Right now I have 4 fights.
4 fights. Are you also able to fight for CFA if ever they offer you a fight? Are you exclusive to World Series of Fighting, or can you fight for CFA ever again?
No. I'm not going to fight for CFA no more until I finish my contract. Like I say, I think that I'm going to retire here. After that, you're never going to see me fight again.
So you plan on fighting out this contract for World Series of Fighting, these 4 fights, and then you plan on retiring?
No, 4 fights. If we renew the contract, is possible, and that's it. I think that after that I finish with World Series, all the times I'm going to fight, I don't know how many fights, but I'm going to retire after that. You know.
I see. On October 26th, you're going to be taking on Josh Reddinghouse. How much do you know about him?
I don't know about this guy, but I prepare for all my fights, so no matter what he's going to bring to the table, I'm going to do it my way.
Your first fight since you left Bellator, when you decided to drop down to 125, you fought against Josh Sampo, and since then you won 2 fights, but that was a loss. You were submitted in the 5th round. Talk me through that fight. Let's go the first 4 rounds, rounds 1, 2, 3, and 4. How were you feeling, and did you feel that you were winning the fight?
The thing that I think I put too much pressure on myself.
Right.
I was 1 year layoff, and I think that I take a 5-round fight. It wasn't good idea. So I think that this is the thing, the long time I no fight, and I was crazy for fight. So after the little time, this guy say, hey, he's going to be 5 rounds. I said, 5 rounds? Well, I was prepared for 3 rounds, not for 5. So he said in my I say, okay, I'm not going to back it up. I'm going to do it. But my coach, he wasn't agree with 5 rounds, but I said, hey, I'm not going to back it over 5. So let's do it. After that, I've been asked for the rematch, but this is crazy. He don't want a rematch.
Yeah, that was going to be my next question. Is that, obviously, you just said he doesn't really want that rematch, but is that a fight that...
Yeah, he knows that he got lucky, so...
Is that a fight that you really want back badly, or is it something that you've kind of let go right now because he doesn't want to do it anymore?
He don't want to do it. I know making too much money right there to make a big car like that, like I make it to 125. No, he's not. This is 125. This guy moving too much. Nobody want to, stay in the pocket. He start to throw punch. This kind of thing. They don't want to do it. They move it too much. I prefer to go, to 135. So these people be a little more slow, and I'm going to be the faster one.
Now, your last 2 fights have both been victories. Your first one, you won back in May. You won that fight by decision. Then your most recent fight was back in September. You won by first-round submission. How pleased are you with these fights? Are these fights that you felt good in and you liked what you did in those fights?
Yeah, I like he give me the confidence, the idea. Now I can go any round. He do it well. So what the people not expect, I have very good submission too. I try to show people that I can box, I can do it, everything.
Now, this fight coming up on October 26th, you said you really don't know too much about your opponent. Just curious, where do you see the fight going? Because you're such a well-rounded guy. You have knockout power, you have great wrestling, you have the jiu-jitsu. Where do you see the fight going? Does it really matter to you where the fight goes?
You know what? I go to see, relax, he left the flight floor. You know, what I know that if he stay, I go to knock him out. Mm-hmm. You know, I'm not the same guy that he wrestled before or taking down this thing with me. He better come over to war. Mm-hmm. You know, I go to fight.
Mm-hmm. Just curious, what do you think his game plan is going to be against you?
I think that he tried to put me in the cage. He tried to take me down. This is what I saw a little bit on his fight. So I think that this is his plan. But what he not expect, the heavy punch that I have.
Mm-hmm. I see. Alexis, real quick before I let you go, do you have any sponsors you'd like to thank, and is there anything you'd like to say to the fans?
Yeah, I have all let me see, my sponsor and my manager, Tina and Ray, LA manager, who are in Sylvia Bellbone, all out on show, and all the people that support me on my fight. Tell all my friends I have tickets for sale too. Mm-hmm.
Alexis, thank you for taking the time to talk. I really appreciate it. Good luck October 26th at World Series of Fighting 6 against Josh Reddinghouse.
Thank you, you guys, for the opportunity.